Hello everyone, so this is the Stash app that I currently have been using for a few months now, and I'll just get right into it. The pros of the Stash app versus the Robinhood app are that you can invest in any amount that you want in the app. You can buy any fraction of the stock that you'd like. So if you want to invest as little as $5 in a stock, you can. And another big pro of the Stash app is that there's stash back options. So you get a small percentage of, per se, an Amazon order if you were to connect the Stash app to your debit card. A couple of cons from the Stash app are that you cannot invest in all stocks. There's a lot of stock options, and a lot of the big companies that you're going to want to invest in are options on Stash. And you can also invest in the S&P 500 through Stash, which most people would not be able to invest in if they couldn't buy just a partial share and invest a much smaller amount that they wanted to. And another con of Stash compared to Robinhood is that there is a $1 a month fee for all accounts under $5,000, and then for accounts over $5,000, you have to pay 0.25% once a year of what's in your account. So this is the Stash app Invest tab. You can invest in most big companies under this tab. You're probably going to be able to find any stock that you really want. This is kind of a pro and a con, but there's no junk stocks under the Stash companies. That can be a good thing because you don't want to get tempted by stocks that probably won't be a good choice for you, even if they could end up blowing up. Most of the time it's not going to end up happening. And then it's a bad thing because maybe you do really see potential for a stock that's only selling at a couple of dollars, but unfortunately you wouldn't be able to with the Stash app. There's also a great deal of ETFs that Stash has put together for us that we can invest in. So this is my personal portfolio on the Stash app. This isn't all the companies have invested in. This is only a fraction of them. As you can see, I've only invested in $50 in each of them. For some of the companies that I was less sure about, I only invested $25, and that's what's so nice about Stash is you can invest any amount you want. If a stock's $300 but you're not that sure that you really want it, you could just invest $30, and then that kind of gives you some incentive to follow the company into the future. And I started out in this app with just $50, I think, and I've just built it up over the last few months, and I hope to build it up a lot more into the future. So this is Robinhood. This is the most widely used investing app. The biggest pros for this app are that you can invest in absolutely any stock that's traded on the stock market, and there are no monthly fees for this app compared to the $1 a month Stash fee. And the biggest cons for this app are that you have to purchase a stock for the full price it's trading for. So say you wanted to invest in Google, but you only had a few $100s to invest, you're not going to be able to buy that Google for the $1,300 that it's trading for if it was trading for that amount at the time. So the biggest pros for these apps is that there's no trading fees. Normally for an investing account such as Fidelity or another similar account, you'd have to pay like $4 or $5, $6, $7 for a single trade. And then the biggest cons for these apps, both Stash and Robinhood, is that there's no live trading. You might have to wait a couple hours, half a day, or even have to wait until the next day for your trade to go through. Overall, these are both great investments. Getting involved in the stock market is a great idea for Stash or Robinhood. Thanks.